Saturday of the third week of Lent. The Gospel according to Luke. Jesus addressed this parable to those who were convinced of their own righteousness and despised everyone else. Two people went up to the temple area to pray. One was a Pharisee and the other was a tax collector. The Pharisee took up his position and spoke this prayer to himself. "O God, I thank you that I am not like the rest of humanity, greedy, dishonest, adulterous, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week, I pay tithes of my whole income." But the tax collector stood off a distance and would not even raise his eyes to heaven, but beat his breast and prayed, "O God, be merciful to me, a sinner." I tell you, the latter went home justified, not the former. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and the one who humbles himself will be exalted. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. So, just very shortly, I think this Gospel that is given us this morning, Saturday morning, prepares us for the Gospel of the evening, of the Sunday Mass, that will speak about Christ who opens eyes of the blind man by putting mud on his eyes. So that, because this is also that is in this Gospel, the Pharisee was completely blind. The Pharisee is a blind person, is a blind man who knows his reality, who thinks that he is good, that he is okay, that the others are wrong, that the others are sinners. But he himself is trying to be perfect, and he believes that he can do it, that he can be perfect, that he can please God with his efforts to comply with all the requirements of the liturgy, of religion, of the state. Instead, the tax collector stood at a distance and says, "God, be merciful to me, a sinner." And this is the man who has eyes opened, who knows his reality. When the Lord opens our eyes, and this is what happens when we follow Jesus Christ. In one moment, he turns around and he puts a mud in our eyes to open it, so that I may see that I am a sinner, that I am not better than the person who has stolen my money, or who has hit my car and run away, or any other injustice that I have experienced. And I see I'm not better than him. I can do the same, exactly the same thing. And many times we are completely blind. So may this Gospel prepare us also to think about our blindness. What makes me blind? What are the situations when I consider myself superior to the others? Because all the situations when I consider myself superior to the others are the moments when I am absolutely blind. And I cannot be justified because I have justified myself. Instead, when the Lord comes, He comes to justify us with His forgiveness, with His love. We don't have to pretend in front of Him to be a person who is good, who is perfect. We just can be ourselves and be sure that we are loved and forgiven by Him. May this Gospel prepares us for this Sunday, so that we may receive these beautiful readings that are waiting for us tonight and tomorrow in the liturgies. I just want to invite you to join us for the Mass online. It will be tonight on Saturday at 5 p.m. the Mass in English that you can see later on, also from recorded video. And tomorrow on Sunday at 10:30 the Mass in Polish, o godzinie 10:30 msza po polsku, and at noon the Mass in Spanish. A las 12 el domingo la misa en español. Todos invitados. Comparten esta información con los feligreses, con sus amigos. Please share this information with everyone so that we may join each other in this liturgy transmitted online on our website, on the YouTube channel. God bless you and have a blessed weekend.